Hey guys, my name's Glenn and today is Sunday the 12th of March and today's my last day before starting the Cambridge diet. So before I go into the Cambridge diet side of it, a bit about me. I've struggled with weight for about, I don't know, I was a good size when I was about 25. Now I'm 32, so what's that, 7 years? I've been putting on weight regularly. Not that weight ever bothered me actually. It used to bother other people more than myself. I'm quite a positive person. I always looked on the positive side of everything. Yeah, I've just steadily got bigger and bigger and bigger. I used to be one of those people that would say things like, God, I can eat whatever I want and I'm not putting on any extra weight. So, and you know, I was going out drinking, I was eating burgers and chips as my killer, really. I eat that all the time. Sweets, crisps, biscuits. Really, I got to about, when I met Becky, I was, I'd say 18 stone, and now I'm up to 21 and a half, so put on quite a bit of weight. For Becky, from what she's always told me, it's never really bothered her that much. You know, she met me big, we got married and I was big, so she's never really seen me apart from photos at a decent size. So I just felt like now's the right time. I actually work from home, I feel in a better place, so I'm hoping now that this is really the time. And obviously I've been doing YouTube videos now for a couple months, and I thought I'll video the whole thing for you guys to see and share my journey. And if for anyone else, really, this is for anyone who's thinking of doing the Cambridge diet. They may be coming into this thinking, what can I expect, and oh, what's this fuss all about? So I'll give you my view on it. You can take it or leave it. I'm just going to give you my honest opinion. I have done it before in the past and it worked really well actually. I got really good results. I got down to a really good, this was years ago, long time ago, probably about 7 years ago, maybe 6. I did it for about 6 weeks and I got down to about 13 and a half stone, which for me at that time was amazing. I'm hoping to sort of, I probably won't get that small again, obviously with me being so big. For me to get down to that sort of size, I'd have to lose about 8 stone, which would take such a lot. I mean, it would take a massive effort, so who knows, I'd love it if that happened, but very much doubt it. I'm aiming really, realistically, for probably about 4 stone, so getting back down to sort of 17. That would be sort of at a size before I met Becky. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. If I do better than that, big pat on the back for me. Hopefully you're going to join this journey with me. I'm going to try and upload a video. Now with the Cambridge diet, you go through different stages, and the first 4 or 5 days is probably the hardest bit of the whole diet actually. So I'll probably do a couple, like more videos at the beginning, and then steadily just do it one every 3 or 4 days, maybe once a week with my weigh-in and stuff like that. Obviously the best form of weight loss is eat less, eat healthier, and exercise. I know this, so everyone that's out there that's saying, which I get all the time anyway, that say to me, Glenn, why don't you just eat less? Why don't you just work out? I agree with them 100%, and I've actually tried that, and I did lose about a stone, but that took me probably about 2 months. I think it was about 2 months. So for me to lose about 7-8 stone, you're talking, because I mean your weight loss slows down after the first few weeks, you're talking a good 2 years I reckon. So I'm hoping that this gets me to where I want to be quicker, and then obviously I can work my way through the stages. Now what I will say is that when I did the Cambridge diet before, I literally got down to the size I wanted and boom, like literally the first day I started eating, it was hot dogs, burgers, chips, and obviously I just put the weight back on steadily. It still took a while. It weren't like I put it all back on within a week. It took probably a good year or 2 after that to get back up to the weight I was. So it gave me a good 2 years of looking decent again. But yeah, I didn't slow down or stop at all. It was literally just straight back into junk food. So this time I'm hoping to actually come off the diet, follow the Cambridge plan, which I've never done before. I've just did the soul sauce and then gone bam straight back into eating what I want again. So this time I'm actually going to follow the steps. I'll show you some of the products now that you have to buy to obviously keep your body going throughout the day, because obviously you're starving yourself. So let me just show you what they are. So this here is what I bought from my first set at the Cambridge. So actually my favourite flavour were these banana shakes. So the way that these shakes work is they've got 200 calories inside each one, but they're not really food suppressant or anything like that. They actually contain what minerals and vitamins and everything that you need to get by for the day without causing any sort of major side effects to your body, whilst maintaining obviously that sort of starved state. So this gives you everything that you need and that your body wants throughout the day. You still will feel hungry. These do not fill you up in any way, shape or form. So anyone watching this who thinks, oh yeah, I'll drink them a day, I'll probably drink a few of them and I'll feel full up, this won't fill you up at all, but it helps, or it stops you from feeling dizzy, faint, which I have actually experienced. The last time I was on this, I only had about 2 products a day, so I would have maybe 2 of these banana shakes, because that's all they had at the time. They just had different flavour shakes. I'd have 2 of them in a day, sometimes 1, sometimes 3, and I did find it a struggle. I felt very lightheaded, dizzy, found it hard when driving, trying to focus. So obviously for busy lifestyles, that's not recommended at all. So this time I'm actually going to stick to it. I'm going to do 4 products a day without fail. I'm going to try and set myself like a routine, maybe like probably like 9, 12, 3 and 6 in my mind, get into a rhythm and a pattern every day. So hopefully this will help suppress the hunger, minimise any sort of side effects. When I actually went to visit Nicola, the Cambridge diet consultant, she's informed me that they all do all types of products now, and these can keep you all in ketosis. So a lot of people will say, well, what's the trick to this diet? Obviously you're only taking in a few shakes, which means you're only taking in 1,000 calories. But actually what the selling point of this diet, actually, when you starve your body enough, your body will start to use its fat reserves, and this is known as being in a state called ketosis. Once you're in this state, which takes about 4 to 5 days to get into, your body will start using the fat that is stored around your body to give it what it needs for the day. And this is actually what fat is for. Fat is for when you're starving, it's your reserve, if you like. Obviously I've got a lot of reserve, so you go into this ketosis mode, you start to see very rapidly your body shrinking, because obviously your body's eating itself as such. The trick is obviously when you're in this ketosis state, if you then reach out and eat some carbs or eat some food, your body will kick out of that ketosis mode, so you will no longer be in ketosis. This means that whatever food you eat, your body will absorb that first, it will try and break that down, and it will want more. It will want more and more and more. No longer will you be in this ketosis state. This for me is what I think is the key to this diet. So it sort of incentivizes you not to eat, because the first 4 to 5 days is very difficult. Now if you eat one thing, if I eat one biscuit, I'll come out of that ketosis, which means I would have to start that beginning process all over again. So that first 5 days of feeling sick, nauseous, lightheaded, dizzy, I'd have to experience that all again just for that one biscuit. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. When you're sort of at work and stuff like that, people say, oh, surely you can just have one biscuit. Oh, it's low fat crisps, and they don't get it. They don't understand. They just think, well, you know, you're being silly starving yourself. Why don't you just eat this one thing? But the key is that you can kick yourself out of ketosis. Now, what these products do really well is they're actually designed to keep you in that ketosis state while absorbing obviously something to eat. So if I have one of these shakes, I will still stay in ketosis, but I've also received everything that I would need as if I was eating. They've actually introduced some other products now instead of just shakes. A lot of people think, oh, it's just a shake diet, but they actually have spaghetti bolognese dinner, which I think is just an add water, but I'll try it out and I'll video it for you. I've also got these smoothies, which I assume are just the same as the shakes, but obviously thicker. Rice pudding, which again is you just add water to it. You have the powdered version of these shakes. Now these ones are ready made, so I can just carry these around and I can have them whenever. These ones are the powder, so they contain all the same ingredients, but obviously they don't have the ready-made milk that's in the other ones, and you add water to them. Now you can add as much water as you like. I only found out from Nicola a couple of days you can add as much water as you like to them. Before I had them and they were quite thick and it really put me off, but this time I'm going to try and water them down a bit more. So I've got a couple of different flavours there. We've got fruits of summer flavour, that was quite new for me, and then they have these bars. So these are almost like cereal type bars, but again they contain everything that you need, slightly more calories, and obviously it gives you something to actually chew, so you actually feel like you're eating something. But again, this just gives you everything that you need for the day to get by on. So I actually got a couple of different flavours. We've got strawberry and apple yogurt, lemon yogurt bar, cranberry crunch bar, and a chocolate chewy bar. So I'm going to try these all out and obviously let you guys know what my opinions are. Obviously everyone will be different. Some people, I know that the chocolate one is probably the most popular shake, the ready-made ones, but I hate them. but apparently they've got a new recipe now, so that's why I bought 2 of them just to try them out. So my favourite was the banana. Apparently that's the least popular one, so that just shows you whatever I think of the products, you may think differently, so try them all out if you were to ever try this diet. When you meet up with your consultant, they will take all your weight, your measurements. So Nicola actually measured my waist, hips, chest, arm and leg. Write it down in one of these little books here. So this is a weight and management record. You can see my name and what step I'm on, and I'm 21 stone 5 pounds. My BMI is 41. So inside here we have all my sizes. So anyone who's wondering, I wonder how big he is, there you go, it's all written down. So my waist is 52 inches, my hips are 49 inches, chest and bust 51 inches, arms 16, thighs 30, and my weight is 21 stone 5. So as we go along, I'll keep you posted with how much I weigh, but also what sizes I am, and also my BMI. The BMI thing I'm not too fussed about. It's never saying that I've followed. I've always weighed more than what that BMI says I am. I used to do a lot of going to the gym and sort of weights and stuff, so I tend to weigh more than what the BMI chart says, so I've just never paid attention to it, to be honest. But so this is a Cambridge book that you'll get when you meet your consultant, and in here it's got the steps that you can follow. So there's actually different steps you can take. Some people may not want to go straight in the deep end and go for the soul source, which is just where you don't eat at all, you just have them products that I just showed you. So some people will have 2 or 3 products and a meal in the evening or during the day, and this gives you a load of information. So a lot of the stuff that obviously I tell you guys about, a lot of it's probably written down in proper technical terms in here. I will sit down and have a read of this probably later on tonight, and it tells you what you can and can't have, what sort of foods would keep you in or kick you out of ketosis. I'm actually going for the liquid diet because my BMI is so high. I can't just rely on the soul source. I'm actually going for the liquid diet where I have to have 2 litres of skimmed milk, as well as obviously having the products as well. So I've got to have milk and the products, and then after about a week I'm hoping obviously that my BMI will be low enough to just do the soul source on its own. Yeah, just go straight in for all the products. So that's starting from tomorrow. Like I was saying earlier, the Cambridge diet, the pros and cons of it. The pros are dramatic weight loss very quickly, and you haven't got a calorie count, you haven't got to go to any group meetings, you have a one-to-one. So I'm going to meet up with Nicola once a week. I've already got my appointment booked in for next week. She does it from her home, which a lot of them do, but she's actually setting up a shop, which is quite a big thing for her at the minute, and good luck to Nicola with all of that. And I'm hoping to do a video where you watch me go in and weigh in at her new shop that she's opening up. Yeah, hopefully that will look all good. I haven't actually seen it myself yet, so hurry up, Nicola. I'm not being paid at all by Cambridge, if anyone's asking. I'm not being sponsored, I'm not doing this. This is purely for me and obviously for my family. So I'm going to be doing one probably for the next 4 or 5 days in a row, so just to tell you guys, and they'll be quick. I mean, this one's going to be the longest video because obviously I'm explaining who I am, what I'm doing and how the Cambridge diet works. The rest of my videos are just going to be me saying this is how I feel today, this is how much I weigh, this is what I think, what I feel, and obviously giving you guys updates on my situation. So hopefully keeping it all brief. And what I really wanted to do was try and keep it a bit more positive. I've watched a few Cambridge diet videos, or in just diet videos in general. A lot of them on YouTube are people in front of a webcam like what I'm doing now, and they're talking about how down they feel and how it's affected their life, which I think is great. It's good to get that out there, but I wanted something to be a bit more positive. I've been looking forward to doing this actually for the last couple of weeks. I talked about it with my mates and family, Becky and that, and got in touch with Nicola. She saw me pretty quick actually, so I got all the products ready. Yeah, so I've actually been looking forward to it, so I'm actually really raring to go. I can't wait to start it and see the results. So yeah, I'm hoping that comes across in my videos, that it's more positive, it's more upbeat. The way that I was thinking about it was, if I was to go and get, say, a gastric band or liposuction, not that I would, I wasn't seriously considering those, but I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, if you was going in for that, you're doing harm to your body in terms of like an operation. You're having, something removed from your body surgically. Now, when you do that, as soon as you come out, you need 6 to 8 weeks healing time. So you've got to rest up for a few weeks because you've had this obviously major operation inside your body. And the whole time that you're resting up and everything, you're supposed to watch what you eat and try and eat healthily. So I was thinking, well, rather than doing that, why don't I just honest, why don't people do something drastic like this that isn't surgical, probably get similar results, a fraction of the cost, and it's something that you've done yourself. So if you was going in for an operation like that, you would count the days down. You'd be like, oh my god, next week I'm going to be slim. So that's how I've been thinking about this diet. I've been thinking I'm going to start in 2 weeks time. I can't wait. I'm going to lose so much within the first week, and then I'm just going to plough through, and I'm upbeat about it. So hopefully you guys are. If you have any questions, just drop me a line, or I'll leave a link to Nicola, who's my Cambridge consultant. She obviously, I don't know the full ins and outs. This is just me reading a bit about on this, a bit on Wikipedia. So yeah, not an expert in any way. So if you have any questions, I'll put Nicola's email address down below, and you can message her directly, questions that you may have about. So just to give you guys an idea of what I was eating, a couple of my favourite spots in the house: cookie jar, love a cookie, hobnobs, Oreos, fruit shortcakes. And then the other favourite place in the house is this cupboard here. Now this cupboard here is very special to my heart because it contains all our sweets, cakes, biscuits. It's looking pretty empty at the minute. This box here of 40 crisps was bought on Tuesday, and today's Sunday, so only a few days, and it's looking pretty bare. So that gives you an idea. We're going through about 40 bags of crisps in under a week. So that was probably one of my biggest killers. Cakes, sweets, chocolate bars, there'd be all sorts in here. But my biggest love is bread. I would say I go through about 6 slices of either toast or just a sandwich. So 6 to 8 slices of bread every day. Now this is a special moment because obviously I'm going on the diet tomorrow. So the last thing I ate, and it weren't, surprisingly it wasn't McDonald's, peanut butter and Nutella on toast. This is something that I eat every single night whenever I'm doing my editing videos, watching stuff on TV. Sometimes just being a dad of 5 and obviously being a husband, it's nice to just have a bit of time, just me. So when they all go to bed, I tend to chill out on the sofa, like I'm sure a lot of dads do. Watch TV, play computer, do something on the laptop, and sit there and pig out. It will look something like this. God, I love you, Peanut.